Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. This is the real reason Wiley killed Tom. Let's just say that she's on to commodity. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say that we slightly got to know Tom while he was around, and supposedly, there was a good reason as to Wiley decided to get relief of him as soon as he arrived. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers: this is the real reason Wiley killed Tom. That's because Tom knew some effects that he shouldn't have known. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. There's heavy enterprise that suggests Lee took matters into her own hands by killing Tom just so she could bury Luna's true maternity test. It was a tough call to make, but Lee feels like she had to in order to cover the Finnegan family secret that has been so well hidden for numerous times now. Of course, numerous B&B suckers sure did have a lot to say about the matter on social media. Some indeed reflected with, she doesn't have any reason to kill him. She presumably would have done it to Sheila rather. She needs to go back to sanitarium and get further since Sheila needs a special drink. Poppy presumably crushed her mints into grease paint put in his drink. However, poor Finn becomes a two-time clunker in the Mammy sweepstakes, if true. Another critic wrote, Lee is an upstanding croaker who intimately disparages her user family as a gold-digging troublemaker and has formerly disassociated her scuzzband Jack. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers: what's next for Lee? It doesn't reflect on her any kind of way if Poppy and Jack had an appointment. So she has no reason to kill Tom to cover that kind of secret. And also, there was this comment as well: why would the Pens have Lee kill Tom? Poppy needs to go. She's a fabricator and a con, and I want Katie to bust her and Bill protest her to the check. Sorry, but the Bill being Luna's daddy is wrong, and we all know it must be Jax or Finn. That's why Lee hates her. Of course, the Bold and the Beautiful suckers will have to tune in to find out what will be coming. Tom's San Francisco flashback, Katie's warning for Bill. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers recap for Wednesday, July 3rd, reveals that Thomas Forrester arrived as Hope Logan got off the phone with Deacon Sharp, so she gave Thomas updates on his marriage officiant dying of a medicine overdose. The discussion shifted to Steffi Forrester since Thomas didn't appreciate the way she spoke to Hope. Although Thomas allowed Steffi owed Hope and reason, he didn't anticipate Hope would get one. Hope wasn't upset about Steffi, but she was concerned about Thomas rushing into a new marriage. It left Hope wondering if Thomas was running toward Paris Buckingham or just down from her. Hope felt like Thomas was trying to copy and bury Paris into the life that he preliminarily wanted to partake with her rather. Thomas reiterated that Hope didn't want to marry him, so he'd to move on. After Paris showed Katie Logan her ring and expressed certainty in Thomas' love, she overheard on his discussion with Hope. Paris heated as Hope played up her collective connection with Thomas and their moping love for each other. Although Thomas touched Hope's face tenderly, he claimed she had to stop this. According to Thomas, Hope made it clear that they weren't really going anywhere as a couple, so Thomas said it was over and walked out of the CEO office. Paris ducked out of sight and let Thomas pass ahead, defying a distraught Hope moments laterally. Once Paris reminded Hope that Thomas was her fiancé, she said Hope was out of line. Paris indicted Hope of pecking her in the reverse and advised that Thomas had too important tone respect to reunite with Hope now. Since Paris and Thomas were going to be married, she advised Hope not to ever make a play for Thomas again. After Bill Spencer told Poppy Nozawa that he was heading to Forrester Creations to talk to Katie, Poppy had a flashback of being at the San Francisco Music Jubilee with Tom Starr. Back in the present, Poppy cried over Tom's fate and murmured about how sorry she was. Poppy also had a flashback of Tom averring that it was time for Luna Nozawa to know the verity. Once Bill caught up with Katie at work, she quizzed him about Poppy and how he really felt about her keeping such a consequential secret from him all these times. Katie eventually admitted that Bill was her first true love and the man of her dreams, so she was thankful for the life they participated and the son they made together. After Katie praised Luna for being an awful youthful woman, she confessed that she saw a lot of Bill in Luna, just like she saw a lot of Bill in Will Spencer. Bill wanted Luna and Will to meet sooner rather than laterally, so Katie assured him that they'd work it all out. The discussion shifted back to Poppy, so Katie suggested about Bill moving her in the manse awfully presto. Bill acted like he'd become sorrowfully apprehensive of how precious and transitory life was. Plus, Bill had been alone for quite a while, but that wasn't what he wanted. What Bill had wanted was Katie, so he called her my Katie as they participated a tender moment. Katie conceded Bill's new passions for Poppy and got emotional over feeling like a foreigner in the home she used to partake with Bill and Will. As Katie got honest about how this situation was affecting her, she also confessed that she didn't trust Poppy. Katie wasn't sure why, but she advised Bill to be careful. Grounded on our B&B prognostications, Katie may uncover some stunning secrets that give her indeed further of a reason to turn against Poppy. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Poppy's buried marvels will come to light sooner or laterly, so stay tuned for all the huge news ahead. Poppy mourns, Deacon's unbelief, Luna's news. The bold and the beautiful recap Tuesday, July 2, 2024, indicate that Poppy Nozawa is having tea and allowing about her discussion with Tom Starr. Bold and the beautiful recap highlights Deacon Sharp and Paul Hollister bandy Tom's death. John Finnegan stops by the eatery to speak with Cleric. Bill Spencer approaches Poppy before work. News of Luna Nozawa's good fortune spreads. Luna Nozawa is in the design office when Zend Forrester comes by. Zend heard that Poppy set up her father. Zend says this must be like being a queen. Luna says she has a family and sisters and 4 sons. Luna addresses about Lee Finnegan doing the maternity test. Now Luna can have a relationship with her pater. Luna says Bill could have been angry and not accept her. Luna says it feels like all of this makes sense now that they're father and son. Bill now wants to borrow her. Trending. B&B spoilers. Sheila has a new relative in city. Learn further. Bill's phone rings and Poppy tells him to answer the phone. Bill tells Poppy that Tom failed at the eatery last night. Bill tells Poppy it was a medicine overdose. Tom failed right on stage last night. Poppy says that's horrible. Bill is so glad to have Poppy and Luna in his life now. Poppy says they plotted so hard for times. Bill's love and support has changed her life. Bill says now Luna can depend on him too. Deacon Sharp is in unbelief. Cleric learns that Tom failed of a medicine overdose. Cleric can't believe that. Cleric and Hollis would have helped if they could. Finn says this doesn't make sense. Tom was in recovery and was getting his life back. Deacon says it doesn't make any sense. Tom wasn't that kind of person. Cleric is going to have his hands full trying to address these journalists. Finn says it's heartbreaking. Finn asks if Tom has any family. Trending. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Paris Buckingham is ready to fight for her man. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Poppy Nozawa learns of Tom Starr's death. Bill wants to know what Poppy is crying about. Poppy is just being emotional. Bill assures Poppy there's nothing she can't tell him. Poppy says all of this is inviting. This is so far from what she had imagined. The life Poppy has known has failed and she can't thank Bill enough.